everyone, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for visiting with me today. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel, The Cutting Board. We do all kinds of things here. Hi, it's a baby. We do all kinds of things here. We do true crime, vlogs, DIY, makeup, SFX makeup, commentary, food content, and most importantly, at least to me, Disney content. And I got a Disney video coming for you soon. I'm going to rate all the rides at Disney World. So Ken has issued a challenge for a fist fight to Ryan Anderson. He is such a silly, silly little boy. I know Ryan always makes comments about beating Ken up. I know he does, and such. And that's childish too. It really is. But you know what these two goo heads are doing? They're stroking that already too hung up on herself, overinflated bimbo Gypsy Rose's ego. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing is stroking her ego. She's loving this. Two men, albeit not Brad Pitt and Chris Hemsworth, are fighting over her. Imagine fighting over the human equivalent of garbage water. It's given sixth grade. Actually, no, I think sixth graders are more mature. I really do. Hi, Brian. And in that video where Ken issues this challenge to Ryan, he seems a little wired. He seems a little hyped up. What's that about? And I think Ken is letting Gypsy gas him up. She's letting him gear him up because she's good at that, manipulating weak men into doing crazy things for her. Ken is about as intimidating as a napping toddler. I kind of felt secondhand embarrassment for him, but then realized it was him and didn't care anymore. But that's Gypsy's control over him. She's got it, and she's using her control to get him to say nonsense like that because it makes her feel good. Oh, and Ryan's live where he's trying to address one of the emails or communications with Gypsy. Let me insert this here.
It's a shame that I even have to talk about it. It's a shame. And I'm mad that people even did videos where they accused me of it or allegedly. All right, let me tell y'all something about my ex-wife. That girl gets insanely jealous about things. Insanely jealous. Okay, I was telling her my ex did have a kid, young kid. I was telling her a story about me and my ex on a couch watching a movie, and something started. And in Gypsy's mind, the kid had to be right there because of the fact that she had a kid. So in Gypsy's mind, the kid was right there, had to have been right there, and she ran with it. Boom. Hung up on me. The whole thing. All right. We had a huge argument about it. I was like appalled that her mind went there, number one. But apparently she had a situation where her mom did something in front of her when she was on the couch. I don't know, something to do with Gypsy's past. So Gypsy's mind went there, okay? And I had to, she like hung up on me and didn't call me back for a couple of hours. So of course she wrote an email to her friend Brian, whatever. But it's a shame that I have to address this because nothing like that ever happened. Ever, okay? It's funny now that she's a parent. I'm sure she sneaks away. I mean, it's possible to do. And that's what that email was about. Gypsy's mind. I mean, guys, there's only like 3 people in the world who knows how insanely jealous Gypsy can be. Like insanely jealous. Like she creates scenarios, she creates conclusions, she creates all this stuff, okay? And I'm not gonna lie to you, I did Crazy Chicks. So, you know, if Gypsy would get insanely jealous, it was a turn on, but not in this instant. I did like it when she got jealous.
Her mind is really perverted. I have a feeling those emails are bugging her a little more than she claims, a little more than she's letting on. She's saying she's not tripping over the emails. I think she's tripping. And she says she was in her 20s, but she was in her 30s when she was emailing with Ryan. So, yeah, she's tripping. She's tripping hard over these emails. And the more that comes out, the harder she trips. And Ken just looks like a fool. He looks like a fool the whole time. Ryan looks like a fool, but Ryan's been looking like a fool as far as Gypsy is concerned. It's her whole thing. She gets off on men looking like fools over her. It's silliness. And Ryan saying he likes it when chicks get jealous. Dude, grow up. Grow up. Everybody in the situation, grow up. Good Lord. He's like 40 years old and he likes it when chicks get jealous. That's so silly.
Oh, baby sweets. Almost there.
To tell you the truth, I'd like to punch that arrogant prick right in the face too. I mean, did you see him in that clip? He's just such an arrogant prick with nothing to be arrogant about. Absolutely nothing. Like that stupid face, like he thinks he's something else because he landed a murdering, narcissistic piece of shit like Gypsy Rose. Wipe that look off your face, Ken, because it's not working. Sorry.
So Ryan loves to talk shit about me on the daily. You know, whenever he goes live, he loves to talk shit about me, about what he would do if he ever saw me in person, and about how he wants to fight me and this and that. Okay, Ryan, if that's really true, then I challenge you to a boxing match. You and me, one-on-one, anywhere you want, any venue you choose. Okay, we can live stream it, we can record it, whatever you want. But I challenge you to a boxing match. How about that? Let's do it. You know, you can get all your anger out on me, all the things you hate about me. Let's do it. But I bet you won't accept it. And I really hope that you do, because that would be fucking pretty entertaining. I think that most people would love to see that. You and me, one-on-one in a boxing match? Shit, that'd be content, dude. Let's do it. I'm fucking down. You name the place, you name the time, you name the venue. You want it to be in Lake Charles? Let's do it. I'll put up the money for it.
The funniest part of this is that he said he'll put the money up for it. Where's he going to get the money? This is so ridiculous. Nobody wants to see two out-of-shape, middle-aged men fight over a heifer like Gypsy Rose. She wants to see it because she's sick in the head and it gasses her up. It gives her something. But it would just be sad and pathetic and just ridiculous. And no, I'm not Ryan Anderson's biggest fan. I think he's kind of dim for getting with Gypsy in the first place. But I kind of feel pretty confident in saying that he could drop Ken. Yeah, I think that he could drop Ken. I think I could drop Ken. Betty White can drop Ken from her grave. So he's a tiny, weak little man, and he's ridiculous. And fighting over Gypsy it's like fighting over the last pizza that's been sitting in a box at a frat house for 2 days and 2 nights. It's given raccoons fighting over a piece of garbage in a dumpster. That's what it's given. Although raccoons are adorable. They are. It would be like a rap battle between Lil Tay and Eric Cartman. What are you getting into over there? And watching this father of a baby issue a challenge for a fist fight should be a huge red flag to anybody watching in this family that, you know, neither one of them is ready for parenthood. And, you know, maybe someone needs to step in and help that baby. I'm not one for, breaking families up if it can be avoided. And that's not what I'm suggesting. But first of all, Ken's behavior and demeanor in this video, when he issued that challenge, it seems kind of like he's under the influence of something. Not saying he was. I'm not saying he was under the influence of anything, but it seemed like he was. And that's not defamation. No, that's not. So don't come at me. That is describing what I saw. I'm not saying he was under the influence. I'm saying he seems like he was. And also, for a grown-ass man to issue a challenge for a fist fight to another grown-ass man, a violent act, like Scotty Fargus in A Christmas Story, that's what it's like. That's what it's reminding me of. And if you remember, Ralphie beat the hell out of Scotty. So, yeah. Maybe his seemingly violent tendencies need to be looked at. They need to be looked into. So I am aware of Ryan always, issuing threats to beat Ken up and punch him and everything. And that's his own problem. But you know what? He's not the father of a baby, allegedly. And over Gypsy, geez, if the right person saw this video of him, it could mean some trouble for them, for their little happy family. It really could. Yeah. But anyway, that's all I have to say on the matter. I have to go. I've got things to do today, so I'm going to go. But I will talk to everyone later. Bye-bye.